It's a big night of high school sports in our community. The News 8 Highlight Zone starts now.
Good evening, I'm Greg Wawrnick. Charlie will have a report later on from the WIAA State Hockey Tournament. We have some great matchups this evening for the regional semifinal round of the boys basketball tournament. Let's get right to the action. Onalaska hosting Central in Division II. Both teams winning on their home floors for their two regular season meetings. Red Raiders down 6 early third. Bailey Kale, shot fake, feeds a dime to Isaiah Dahman. Central opens the second half on a 6-2 run. Hilltoppers respond. Tyler Hughes wide open three. The sophomore all fired up. Onalaska back up 6. Fourth quarter, Central down by 1 now. Kale between the circles, strong drive and finish. Red Raiders take the lead. Tie game, under 10 seconds to go. Onalaska with the ball. Noah Fredrickson to Hughes. He's fouled on the shot with just 3 seconds on the clock. Both free throws fall for him. He had 22 points. Hilltoppers moving on. Here's Hughes talking about going to the line with the game on the line.
Confidence, thinking the next one's gonna go in, thinking I'm gonna make all my free throws because I shoot them all the time. Never doubt myself.
They open up the doors to Holman Middle School as the top seed Vikings host Toma. Early first, Timberwolves down 5. Justin Schy knocks down the straightaway three-pointer. Next possession for Holman, it's Alex LaFleur. Brilliant pass, and Mitch Pintock sends it home midair. Late first quarter, Vikings knock the ball loose. Seth Wilson scoops it up and scores. 19-6 advantage after 1 quarter of play. Holman wins 62-51. Vikings will host Onalaska tomorrow night. Let's drop down to Division IV. Two programs with a ton of history when it comes to the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tourney. Aquinas at Blair Taylor. Since '03, these two have combined for 12 state appearances, 6 apiece. Third quarter, Blair Taylor up double digits. And here's River Kirkner working down low. 2 more for the Wildcats. They lead by 15, but the Blue Gold storm all the way back. Late in the fourth, James Pappenfuss, the senior from downtown. It's good. It ties the game up. Closing seconds now, Aquinas ball. Chris Ansius takes it to the hoop. 2 for the Blue Golds, and they go up 2. But down the court come the Wildcats. Dylan Zinn with the floater, and he's good. He ties it up, and we go to overtime. OT, Wildcats up 1. And here's Blair Taylor's Colton Flick with the drive hook shot. Blair Taylor up by 3. Final play of the game. It's still a 3-point lead. Aquinas gonna get a shot up at the buzzer. It just misses. Blair Taylor wins 73-70. And on top of everything, it's career win number 500 for head coach Randy Storley.
Get 500 wins like that, it's what a heart stopper. You got to give all the credit to Aquinas. Boy, they played well, but our kids just made the big plays down the end. And I'm more happy for the kids than myself. I knew the 500 would eventually come, but wow, what a great game. Wonderful ball game to watch.
Congrats, Coach. Speaking of past state appearances, 2014 qualifier Cochrane Fountain City on the road at Dairyland Large champ Melrose Mindoro. Opening possession of the game, Pirates on the attack. Alex Murphy gets the ball down low and finishes with the layup. Later in the first, Mustangs with a nice inbounds play. Derek Antoni gets free for the bucket. They go up by 3. Mustangs offense continuing to stay hot. Eric Christofferson buries the 3-ball. That's part of a 12-1 run. Melrose Mindoro wins a tight one, 52-50. They'll host Blair Taylor tomorrow night. Also in D4, Fall Creek wins by 2. Cooley champion and number 9 ranked in the state, GET, beginning their postseason tonight. Redhawks hosting Black River Falls. GET winning both regular season meetings between these two. Scoreless in the first when GET's Chris Thompson drives. Nice dish sets up Lucas Schur. Redhawks take an early lead. But here comes VRF. Jack Rue from way downtown. Tigers take a 1-point lead. Later on in the first, GET's Noah Hammond on the drive. The miss, but he's there for his own putback. Redhawks up 3. VRF puts up a fight, but GET wins at 62-48. Cooley foes, West Salem and Westby meet. These two split the regular season contest. Home team winning both games. Third quarter, Norse fighting their way back into it. Tanner Schmidt, fadeaway jumper, and they're down by 6. But the Panthers offense gets red hot after that. Mark Harris with the no-look pass to Brett Thompson for an easy lay-in. It's a 39-26 game. Then later on, Billy Tremaine spots up, hits 3 of his 12 points on the night. Panthers end the game on a 19-5 run to win by 20. West Salem travels to GET tomorrow. Arcadia with the top seed. They host Bloomer. Fourth quarter action, Taylor Mish out to Logan Lasowski. He takes it under the basket and adds on to Arcadia's lead. It's a 64-22 game. Next play off a steal, Zach Pronshinsky to Lasowski under the basket again for two. All Arcadia, they win 66-25. Raiders host Altoona tomorrow. Prairie du Chien loses a close one in Dodgeville. Coming up, Division 5 highlights and scores, as well as state gymnastics and state hockey stops. Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. Bangor is the top-ranked team in our area. They enter the tournament ranked number 2 in Division 5. Bangor hosting Alma Pepin in the regional semifinal. Second quarter action here. Alma Pepin's Bryce Anibis driving the lane and making the athletic shot plus the foul. Eagles down by 8 here. Later, Bangor's Jack Reeder with a nice spin move. He hits it off the glass. Cardinals now up by 11. And another strong performance this evening by Cannon O'Haron. Drives to the hoop, lays it in for 2 of his 31 points. Bangor gets the 80-65 victory. Top 2 teams in the Dairyland Small Meet as Oliva Strum hosts Gilmanton. Gilmanton starting off strong. Devin Oso for 3. He's going to miss, but Desmond Davis right there for the rebound. And he's going to put it right back in for 2. Gilmanton keeps on rolling from there. Davis drains the 3 ball. And the Panthers go up 10-2. Gilmanton knocking off Oliva Strum 58-50. They'll travel to face Bangor tomorrow night. Scenic Bluffs battle as Hillsboro hosts Royal. Tigers winning both regular season meetings. First quarter, Hillsboro's Joey Helgerson with a nice spin move and fadeaway jumper. He has 16 points on the night. Tigers up by 2. Later on, Royal's going to go on a 9-1 run, topped off by this bucket and foul for Seth Brown. Panthers up 12-6. Hillsboro fighting back. Hunter Stanek, he's going to come up with the bucket. Tigers go on to win this one by a final of 66-42. Lafarge at Waniwak Center. Wolves a 61-48 winner when they faced one another back in January. Fourth quarter, Waniwak Center's Casey Kruger with the putback off the miss. We're all tied at 34. Later on, Lafarge's Carver Phillips with the steal, and he takes it all the way to the hoop for 2. Wildcats up 2. Next play, Waniwak Center's Kruger with a rebound and putback. That ties the game at 39, and we are going to overtime. In OT, who else but Kruger for the 3 ball? Wolves go up 44-39. Waniwak Center a 46-44 winner in overtime. They travel to face Hillsboro in the regional final. Seneca, a 59-40 winner. They'll host Fenimore tomorrow night, who beats North Crawford. Despite the departure of the top scorer in program history and a new starting goalie who last played organized hockey as a 7th grader, the Onalaska Co-op once again among the final 4 teams standing in the state. Hilltoppers taking on number 1 ranked University School Co-op in the state semifinal game. 3 minutes in, Wildcat power play. Sophomore Nicole Unsworth rifles one home. University School out to a quick lead. It's now 2-0 now midway through the first. Jason Reeves, checker out coming down the ice. Knuckler finding the net. Hilltoppers within 1. Goalie Skylar Danoff with some big saves to keep it close. 36 in all for her on the day. Just too many chances for the Wildcats. Caitlin McBride closes out the third with the score. 6-2 the final. With more on the game, here's News 8's Charlie Clifford.
Greg, not the outcome Onalaska was looking for in Madison. 6-2 the final here. University School Milwaukee moving on. Those underdog Hilltoppers, though, in the postgame, leaving Madison with their heads held high.
We're from all different schools all over. Like, we have to come together. We became a family because we would not have the success we had if we didn't come together. This has taught me what it's like to put a team truly before yourself. There's no way I could describe what these girls have done for me, and I just couldn't ask for a better 4 years. They've been great.
From the beginning, we were underdogs. There were a few years where we weren't, where we had the target on our backs, but we've always come up from being down. So never giving up, I guess, is the main one I've learned. I think we've made history in Onalaska.
And what a legacy Jason Reeves and these Onalaska seniors leave behind. 4 years and 4 trips to state. That'll wrap up our coverage in Madison. Greg, back to you.
Thank you, Charlie. When we return, highlights from the state gymnastics meet over at Wisconsin Rapids. Welcome Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. State gymnastics taking place this weekend. Individual competition is tomorrow. Tonight, team champions get decided. The GT Co-op at state in Division 1. We start out on the beam. Isabel Kick with a dismount. She earns an 8.550. Next up, Maya Budin. She earns an 8.443. To the floor routine now. Jenny Draskowski finishing with a team best 9 flat with the routine. Kick right behind her with an 8.933. GT Co-op posting a score of 134.9333. That earns them a 6th place finish. Division 2, where the Viroqua Co-op is one of 10 teams competing. We start out on the vault. Josie McClellan scoring an 8.95. Viroqua, a team best 35.267 on the vault. Next up the bar is Faith Gillen with an 8.367. Michaela Bach also on the bar. She scores an 8.117. Viroqua Co-op also placing 6th. Their score, a 134.1167.